house of random, I wouldn't say useless, but just random stuff.
And you're going to Chili's to sit down with the fam, and a goddamn robot pulls up and tries to serve you. You're like, excuse me. I'd like to be a gallon of milk that expires, maybe the 23rd, the 24th, instead of, maybe the 15th, the 16th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. If you're new, welcome. My name would be Evan. You can call me E, Ev, Red, Captain Redbeard, Big Red Bastard, Ginger Jesus, Red Rob Zombie, Eel Sauce. We go by a whole bunch of names. Welcome back, everybody. You might be like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I know, this is kind of crazy. I know. It's not some big light box we got set up outside. Nope. It is actually daylight. I know. This might be this has to be the earliest we've ever recorded. This probably might be our first ever day recording. It is currently 2:37. Meant to get this started at like 2. I swear I was ready at like a little after 2, and the next thing fucking turns into next thing, and anyway, yeah, so it's basically 2:40, and we're recording early today. Today is the 11th. Yeah, I just found out earlier today, like when I checked my phone earlier. Today is fucking Saturday. I had no idea. My days just blend in together. I just know what days I have to show up at work, like what times, when to clock in, when to clock out, kind of thing. And even then, I still fuck that up. But beyond that, I don't know what fucking day of the week it is. But yeah, I found out earlier today was Saturday, so I was like, oh fuck, I thought today was Friday. But tomorrow's Mother's Day, so the reason why we're recording early today is, well, A, I got off early today. I worked a light little shift today. But B, tomorrow is the custering. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Not looking forward to it. And if you even have to ask me why I'm not looking forward to it, we normally start recording the podcast at around like, I don't know, fuck. We've even gone as late as like 12:30, like midnight 30, starting to record a podcast episode, right? I went to bed last night at and I was trying to go to bed early because I had to get up at 8 today, but I still went to bed sometime after 2 in the morning. So I normally am like going to sleep or already have been kind of sleeping by the time I have to be at work tomorrow, let alone by the time I have to wake up tomorrow. So I'm not looking forward to the custering. So we're recording this early today in the afternoon. Gonna record that, edit it, get it ready to upload on tomorrow, so that when I get home tomorrow afternoon on Mother's Day, boom. What a great Mother's Day treat. Make sure you show your mother, share the episode to your mother. This will be the special Mother's Day episode, unofficial Mother's Day episode. Shout out to all the moms out there. I salute you for your service. But yeah, so tomorrow's gonna be Mother's Day, May 12th. Today is the 11th. And yeah, what is up, everybody? We are back in the stew. I hope you all enjoyed last week's episode with my sister and her friend and my mom. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, you want to get back in on this shit? I got you. Same thing with Grace. I was like, yo, if you guys want to tap the fuck in, tap the fuck in. And now I'm realizing we now have the faculties or the capabilities. I'm pretty sure I can put 2 and 2 together so that I can record basically a podcast episode, but through Discord with other people virtually. So I could do not necessarily interviews, but have guests on. There you go. Like have guests on in future episodes of the podcast without them having to be physically in the studio in the flesh, power of the internet type beat, if you will. Yeah, so we'll probably tap into that because we've been getting sweaty in Discords and figuring that bullshit out. Yeah. But it seemed like everybody liked last week's episode. I had a great time. It was really fucking fun. Yeah, I just gotta get it more set up for, because right now, obviously, it's just me in the corner of a room sitting in like a stool. So it's not quite the setup yet for guests, but we made it work. I don't think it was too bad. I had a great time. Oh, but yeah, she recorded last week's episode, I think, on Tuesday. Yeah, recorded Tuesday before she flew out. Went back, and then uploaded that episode that weekend. So yeah, I haven't really been. Normally, I think I've said before. Normally, I'll write down like topics and shit that I'll want to talk about throughout a week or something that catches my eye. But I haven't really been taking many notes, so to speak. I haven't been really writing shit down. But yeah, Keon left last Tuesday. Damn, it's already been fuck. That's crazy. Yeah, she left last Tuesday. I think. Yeah. She left Tuesday. Yeah, she left Tuesday. It's now Saturday. Fuck. I don't know how time works, but she left not too long ago, and then just been chilling. Biggest thing we've been doing, we've been streaming just the other day. So today will be 103. So 3 4 days ago, we hit 100 days of streaming. Check out the stream, twitch.tv/eelsauce. We're grinding. We're getting up there. We got a fucking, like a little border thing around the webcam. We got a day counter. We got people, the chats on the screen now. Watch out, pal. We're leveling up. We're tapping into some things, figuring some things out, plugging and playing, figuring some shit out. But yeah, it's been a great fucking time. We've also got the homie twitch.tv/fall cargo. He has also been streaming. I believe today will be, yeah, day 13 for him today, 12 or 13, because he's been streaming every day since my 90-day stream. Yeah, he's been streaming every day since the 90-day stream. So that's been fucking fun. We've been playing a whole bunch of games. Lethal Company, DayZ, playing a little bit of Sons of the Forest. That's been mad fun. So yeah, tap into the fucking stream so you don't miss out. Biggest thing, tap in the Discord, because the Discord ultimately has the links for everything that we're doing. The Discord tapped into the YouTube that we made for the Twitch, tapped into the Twitch, obviously the podcast channel, the cannabis channel will be is in there as well. Fuck, I gotta post on that puppy too, which we will be soon. We will soon be posting on that again. But yeah, we've just been getting gripless streaming. It's been a lot of fun. Pretty sure that's probably what I talked about in like previous weeks when I don't really know what to talk about, because it's basically the only fucking thing I've been doing. But it's been a lot of fucking fun. So yeah, we're at day 103 now of it, and yeah, we're slowly but surely grinding to get affiliate. And what that is basically it's just like the next tier within the program. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, you can, once you reach a certain threshold of like followers and amount of time streaming and people watching you stream and all these certain metrics, there's different levels of partnership, I guess, that you can have with the platform. And with that partnership, there's different levels of things that you can do and unlock. For example, at the level that we're going to unlock soon, we have like a very basic thing is channel points. So people spending time just watching the stream, they will accrue these, points. And then I'll have set up different shit that people can spend their points on, the virtual currency on, whatever the fuck, X amount of points for this, Y amount of points for that. And then we can also do what I'm most excited for with channel points is when we can make polls. So we can do basically like coin flips, like red or blue or whatever the fuck. And we can be like, all right, is it going to be this person or is it going to be this team or this team? And then we'll pause and then we'll have like a poll thing go. People drop down, throw some fucking bits. Well, not bits, throw down some little points. And then we'll watch and see what happens. Because we watch a lot of content on stream that I feel like is prime pickings for betting. And I would absolutely love to, in wholesome, I know people are like, wait, did he just talk about betting? I thought like 3 fucking weeks ago he said fuck that shit. Yes, but yes, this context is just virtual points that you just get for watching. So there's no currency tied to it. There's no way you can purchase them. It is just purely the amount of time that you spend watching the channel that has it activated. You accrue those points. So I'm fine with people gambling that shit. Because at that point, it's just, I mean, hell, I do it on Twitch. I love that shit, bro. I'll be a fucking nerd and I'll save up like a whole bunch of points. And then sometimes I'll gamble a little bit and I'll be up a little bit and I'll fucking, cut off for a little bit. It'll be fun. But yeah, so we get the channel points. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then people can, what's called, I believe, subscribing. Yeah, people can subscribe, which would mean, excuse me. People can subscribe, which means that they pay. I think it's like $4.99. It's like $5 a month, and that goes directly to me. A portion obviously goes to Twitch and whatever other thingies. I think it's like $3 goes to the creator and like $2 goes to the back end and like the company or whatever the fuck. But yeah, that's another thing that we'll unlock. So that means people can watch, because we'll also get ads when we turn affiliate, which I'm not sure how the ads work, if I necessarily receive any kind of financial compensation from the ads being run. Because I know like on YouTube, they do like Google AdSense, and people I guess it was more like OG YouTube. I guess people nowadays do like sponsorships and brands and stuff like that. But I guess I guess Google AdSense is still a thing. Like people get paid per whatever the metric is, and just having ads run on the videos and whatever the fuck, right? So I'd assume if people are paying basically a subscription price to then have ad-free viewing, then they're going to be running ads on the channel. So I would assume that your boy E would get to see a little bit of that, but maybe not. But then again, Google would do the same thing. So like if you're on YouTube and you're plugged in and you have ads, then they're giving you some money from the ads being ran. Yeah, it would only make sense. That'd be custerly if they're like, yeah, we're running ads on your channel, but you don't get to see any of the profit from it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to fucking be super greedy about it, but that'd be crazy. They're just putting mad ads on people's shit. The only way like they can have ad free, because I think Twitch was able to custer ad block. Like unless I haven't looked too much into it, because most of the channels I follow, I don't really. Actually, no, I do experience ads pretty frequently. I guess I just don't really mind all that much, because I'll be watching the stream on the background, or like Twitch on the background, and am I going to sleep or whatever. But most of the channels that I do care about, I'll have like a subscription to or gifted sub or whatever, so I don't see ads all that often. But no, that'd be some custer shit if people are like all of a sudden forced to watch ads from a certain content creator, but then that has like nothing to do with the content creator. It's like, yeah, they just run ads on my shit. It's free advertising, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so that will be the next threshold that we hit. So then we'll be able to get paid directly through that, which that'll be cool. As well as we finally fuck PayPal. We set up a Cash App. I'll have to work on the fucking command on stream. I'm not sure why it's so custerly. Oh, I should add to the Discord as well. But yeah, we set up a Cash App, so if people, it's only in the United States, unfortunately. I'll have to figure out like an international or like other country kind of thing for donations. But we set up a Cash App, so if you got a fucking Cash App, you can throw me a couple bucks. It'll be pretty sick. We made our first dollar before PayPal custored us. Well, it wasn't even before. They custored us, so we had to like substitute it. But no, fuck them. Point still stands. We made $1. Dan TM14 donated us our first ever dollar, so we have officially been paid for it. It is no longer a hobby. We are getting paid. But yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun playing video games, and now it's really cool because before I just had like a Fortnite clique and people that I basically just played Fort with, and 90% of those mugs are all just on console. So now I've been tapped in with my homies at work and my coworkers at work, who everybody's on PC. So now I've got this fucking PC gamer group. So it's like I got Fort and I can scratch the Fort itch, but then I can go off and I can play all these other games like GTA, DayZ, fucking everything, Phasmophobia, fucking Lethal Company. Been having mad fun playing a whole bunch of different games with people. It's been really fucking fun. And it's been cool because it's been just the work homies. So then like we'll be up like riplessly late. And they'll be like, oh, you work tomorrow? Or like, oh, no, I'm off. Or like, yeah, I work tomorrow at this time. And you're like, ooh, and you're still up right now? Fuck. It's just funny. And you'll see him at work like the next day or later or whatever the fuck. So it's fun. It's fun having like the work homies and then like the gaming homies and then just working and gaming, doing that kind of shit. But yeah, it's been fun. Again, go check out twitch.tv/fall cargo all together, no space, no caps or anything. Yeah, he plays a lot of games too. A lot of, I think it's just like DayZ's been playing a lot of. No, he's been doing a variety of shit. Elden Ring, 4. Yeah, no, he does a variety of shit too. I'm not sure if he does like reaction stuff or watches stuff like I do. But regardless, go check him out. He's basically the brown haired version of me. Ugh, fuck me, I cannot stop yawning. This is not good. It's not even 3. I mean, I guess it is good because I'm trying to go to bed early. But fuck, it's not even 3 p.m. yet, and I'm already yawning like I've been up all fucking day. I mean, yeah, I did get a custom amount of sleep, but fuck, it's not like I did anything today. I stood around for 4 fucking hours, so it's not like I was out here doing anything crazy. I'm just out here yawning and yapping. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I guess I've been most wrapped up in and engrossed in streaming because, like I said, I've been doing it every single day for over 100 days now. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been not slowly, but surely. That's what I was trying to say, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I've been slowly building up and like learning more shit and meeting even more dope, cool people. It's been a lot of fun meeting all new people and people. I love it because we're starting to get to the point where it's not just the people that I know in my personal life or like I played video games with before streaming. Now it's getting to a point where we're having people that we met through streaming or people from like the homie stream or like elsewhere, right? So now it's getting to that point where it's like we got the day ones and now we're starting to collect some other people and like the snowball is starting to build and starting to roll downhill. And it's been really rewarding and really fun because like I do this shit anyway. So in a way it's just more I don't know, not necessarily more fun, but I don't know. There's something about just the ease of just flipping on a webcam and just clicking a button and just going. And like, cause like I said, I've been all the shit that I do now and like the content that I make now, I just do that shit anyway. You know, I'm just sipping, smoking, getting fucked up, playing video games, watching shit, talking shit. You know, but there's something about I guess it's like the sharing it with other people and like building a community around it and like other people like I love watching shit on stream with people and like other people's reactions to the shit we're watching, whether we're both like, oh dude, yeah, fuck, that's crazy, or like a person's feeling this way about something versus the other way about something else. Like it's honestly, yeah, I guess no doy, like the whole community part of it is what makes it even more fun. But yeah, I've just been having a lot of fucking fun just hanging out, being inspired, inspiring other people. We've been getting a whole bunch of homies in. Larv, twitch.tv/big larv1. He will soon be released from the PS prison soon. He will soon be unbanned and able to stream soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that because he's actually cracked at Fort. So I'm just a shitter that gets carried and people watch that for whatever reason. So actually watch him to watch what a really good player actually looks like. To see what a motherfucker that gets like 15 kills average against people that aren't just bots and whatever shitters like myself, like actually other good players as well. Check out his shit because he's the reason why I got into Fort and has been the carry ever fucking since. From the beginning till now, and I've been fucked. This season, like later this year, will be like 2 years probably since we've just been playing for it. It might already be. I'll have to tap in and see because I know we've been playing. I vividly remember. I think it was like season 3, chapter 3 was the first tap in for me. So I think it was like the Chrome era. I'll have to check. I can check. But yeah, he's the reason why I got into that bullshit, and it's been mad fun, and it's been cool because we've translated over a lot of the Fort gamers also onto Twitch. So we'll tag people in on Twitch and people will pull up and be like, oh, I want to play, let me tap in, blah, 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 blah. Or we'll even just the inverse be like, please, somebody, anybody, come play with us, right? Just throwing out an all call to all gamers. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun just doing what I've been doing, but now sharing it with more people and doing it with more people now. And fuck, Lethal Company. I won't go into the details of what the game is because it's basically it went from being there's a mod which is just a tweak that you can make to the game where it used to be only 4 people and the limit of 4 people can play, but now we have a little tweak thing add to it where we can have I think it's up to 8 people play at the same time. So we basically doubled the player count of this game, and it makes it even more fucking fun. Like it's already great with 3, 4 people, but having like 5, 6 people, oh, it's even more fun. It's even more fun. So there's shit like that we've been doing. It's just, I could go on and on and on. Just been having a great time gaming, honestly. Just a great time gaming, meeting a whole bunch of people. Yeah, it was Wednesday was the 100-day stream. Yeah, because Fall Cargo came over as well as one of his other homies. They came over. We smoked fucking fat. That was fun. We smoked fat, watched some anime, played hella games. Then we ran it back on Thursday. Did the 100-day stream part 2. Yeah, that's basically what we did this week. I got this fucking shiner now. Oh, I don't know how well it will come off on the camera or not. I don't know the angles of this fucking thing. But yeah, we did the other elbow. So now we got this dude's blue and this dude's red now. Which did not plan for that, but fuck it, I'm not mad. But yeah, I was supposed to get this piece done Friday. Whatever last Friday was. Yeah, last Friday, the 7th or the 6th or whatever the fuck. I was supposed to get it done then, but then Sarah, shout out Sarah Sriracha Inc. Bloodless Tattoo on Instagram. Go check him out. Excuse me. She moved basically right next door, her tattoo studio. So it went from being like a single like garage space, like single car garage space, to now it's like a huge, like 2.5 times I think bigger than her shop right next door. It has like the whole front has a whole bunch of windows on it. It's fucking sick. It was formerly like a salon or like a beauty shop, some kind of thing like that. And then they moved out, and Sarah and Katie, the other owner, co-owner of Bloodless Tattooed, also check her out. They're like, fuck it, let's move in over there. So they really right next doors. So they did that during, I think they said the 25th is when they moved in, something like that. So like late April, early-ish May, they moved into that shop. So she was busy last Friday, which is understandable because they just moved in. So then this Wednesday, got this bad boy, and to date, spiciest piece. Hands down, the spiciest piece. And I know I've said for like all the other last ones that like they like this dude especially was up there. This dude was fucking KO. And the reason why I say this dude was fucking KO was because so there's only 3 colors. It's like a navy blue, kind of like a baby blue, and then like a teal, right? So there is no black, there is no white, there's no like anything like that. So basically the outlining, if you will, was with the blue, with like the deep navy blue. When she was hitting the axe, because this elbow, obviously, I didn't hit the actual elbow. The closest I got is I think this little fucking like little drop right here. Yeah, the drop like right here. That's the closest I got to the actual bow. Other than parts like this, that did hurt as well. But this dude, it goes directly over my fucking elbow. Like, actually over the whole fucking elbow. Oh my god. All of this hurt so bad. The worst tattoo pain I've had. Easily, easily, easily. The worst tattoo pain. So I was laying down and she was hitting it like this, my arm flat, but then there was times when she had my arm like this. So when I was going like this and my arm was dangling off the table perpendicular to the table, when she was hitting this shit, oh my god. The reason why it's the most painful tattoo is because it is the first and only time, first tattoo. This is, I think, 20 or 21 of the tattooer being tattooed every month minus December of 22. Been getting tattooed every single month up until now. This is the first and only piece where she hit it with numbing spray, because she finished the outline of it. And part of the course, how tattoos are, when they're doing it, the first initial strokes, different areas, there's different levels of pain, different meters of pain, right? When she's more up towards the top of the arm, not as bad. When she was back here, kind of a little bit more spicy, right? Close to the actual elbow, of course, on fire. So when she's doing the outline of it, yeah, everybody's hurting. There was a little bit when she was hitting the actual elbow itself. There was the radiating vibration again, similar to the shin. That's just a weird feeling where it was intense because it wasn't even a sharp pain or like a needle pain. It was just vibration, and the vibration itself was intense and kind of overwhelming. So the different areas she would hit and then stop hitting, and obviously going to different parts, and she's doing her thing, hitting the whole thing. We're like, all right, cool, whatever. Because like I've said in the past, if she's hitting up here and it's getting kind of spicy, and then she goes over here, like this kind of cools off, right? And now it's over here getting, right? Makes sense, obviously, because it's where she's going. When she hit the fucking wipe for this dude, because it was, we're packing in color, and blue ink especially, blue and red ink, for whatever reason, I guess, are just special children when it comes to, I don't know, colors and pigments or whatever the fuck. But those ones are the most prone to, like, I guess, fading or not staying as saturated. So you really gotta fucking make sure those shits are in there. Which is ironic now, realizing that I did fucking maroon and 3 shades of blue on my fucking elbows. But anyway, so she's got a wipe because it's it honestly looked like it was really close to looking like the blue ballpoint pen, ink pen. It almost looked like that ink. It was like a very saturated blue, not necessarily almost a purple, but just very just royal blue, navy blue, right? So she's wiping, and when it was dry wiping, and she's like hitting the area, tattooing it, then hitting the area, tattooing it, right? That wasn't so bad. When she did the fucking, again, we'll call it alcohol, because I think that's what it is, but I'm not sure. But we'll call it the alcohol sanitizer spray, right? All over the napkin. Wow. Wow. Whole thing just lights up like a fucking Christmas tree. And I think she had come back from going to the bathroom. There was some kind of break. Like, I think it was a bathroom break. She had come back. I was looking at it. Like I said, I was pretty sure it was outlines. We hadn't filled anything in yet. Hadn't done the other colors. And I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is fucking sick. Like, I'm loving how this is coming out. Blah, 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 blah. And then she's asking me, she's like, do you want some spray? Like, I can hit you with some spray, and, that can hopefully help. And I was kind of like, no, I'm good. I don't need that. She's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I'll be good. And then she's like, all right. I'm pretty sure she asked like at least 3 or 4 times, reassuring, like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. So then we get back. She hits it again, wipes it. I'm propped up. And I just look at her. And then she kind of smiles and is looking at me. And she's like, do you want me to spray? And I was like, yes, please. We both started laughing. Because at first I thought, I don't know, maybe because it calmed down, but as soon as she fucking hit it again, it just lit the fuck up. And I was telling her, I was like, with how it feels right now, and you haven't even started yet, that's just you cleaning it before you go back in. No way. Because all of this, especially after she did the outline, because again, there is color in these pockets, like color, I don't know how close to get. There is color in like different pockets and everything, but she had done the whole dark blue and had filled in like the dark blue as well. That shit was it on the low end was probably a 7 out of 10. On the high end was at least an 8.5. So it was bad just with the outline and her like doing outlining and shit. And then she's about to go back in. And I was like, yeah, can I, you know what, fuck it, let me hit the spray. And she's like, all right. She chuckles and she's like, all right, cool. So then she spritzes it. And then she's like, all right, now we got to wait a couple minutes, whatever, for it to dry off and set in, and then we can go in. I'm like, all right, bet. My brother in Christ, I mean, we already have a whole bunch of dope shit that makes me glad I live the time we live in, but W fucking medicine, the last time I felt this kind of technology was fucking over 10 years ago in like 4th or 5th grade when I broke my nose and then I had to go to the doctor and they did an operation like fix it and all that bullshit. Anyway, they had to put a needle on the top of my hand and little E did not fuck with needles. I'm better with it nowadays, like as an adult, like in high school and shit. But younger me, fuck that. I did not like needles. So I remember it was like in a squirt bottle, and I was looking at my hand, and the nurse was like, all right, and then sprayed it, and it was cold. Like the whole top of my hand was cold, like a cold mist. I was like, oh, that's cold. And then X amount of time goes by, then she like pinches, not hard or anything. I'm not like I would have felt it anyway, but I assume she wasn't like fucking. She's like lifted up my skin. She's like, "Do you feel that?" And I'm like, "No, not at all." And then I fucking watch this not big but decent sized needle because I got some good top veins. So I just see this decent sized needle just plunk right in the top of my hand without feeling anything, and then she tapes over it, and that was what it administered the night juice because from shortly then after, I remember I blacked the fuck out. So anyway, I'm telling that story because that's the only other time I've had something like this. So she hits it with the spray. It wasn't cold or anything like that. Didn't honestly feel like anything. It just felt like liquid being spritzed on my arm, right? So then we wait a couple minutes, and she's like, all right, you ready? I'm like, ready as I'll ever be. And she goes in, and I'm kind of like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I knew she was hitting spicy points because I'm folded like this. And when I'm folded like this, I know she's getting into the nitty and the gritty here, right? So I know we're in the fucking cut. I know we're in there just fucking doing work. But some of it, I don't feel anything. Like the first initial, I was like kind of thinking to myself, because I wasn't necessarily looking, but I was kind of looking, but I wasn't looking directly. Kind of just zoning off. I was thinking to myself, like, is she hit it yet? Is she starting? What are we going? And then it would be like more towards maybe the center, towards the right. Then I feel like a subtle, very subtle like vibration. And then I was like, oh fuck, she is. Oh my god, she is tattooing me. And that was the worst of it. The worst of it was a subtle vibration that I'd feel for maybe a couple seconds, and then it would go away. Probably maybe because she went somewhere else or whatever. I don't know what kind of bottle of magic that shit was. But then we hit it a total of 2 times. I did ask for a third, but she told me that after 2 it's not as effective. So we hit it the first time. That shit was wizard fucking magic. I'm not sure actually how long it lasted for, but it was decent amount of time, maybe say 15 to 30 minutes, something like that. So then it was starting to come back and starting to get spicy again. So then she hit it again. X amount of time goes by. And then thankfully towards the end of the tattoo is when it started to wear off. Because I asked her if she could hit it again one last time. And then that's when she told me it's like less effective the more you do it. And past 2 is just kind of pointless. So I was like, all right, bet. Because it wasn't bad. But I mean, fuck, I was pampered for the past like 45 minutes or whatever, like an hour of like not feeling much shit and doing this. So I was like, oh, hit me again. She's like, calm down, crackhead. Not like that. I was like, all right, bet. So then thankfully the tail end of it is not thankfully that's when the pain came in, but having to feel pain, thankfully it didn't come in until the very end when she was pretty much almost done and was just doing like the teal and the last little bits. Because she said like the teal and the lighter colors were like the white and the highlights for the tattoo, which is normally what when you get like a black piece or like a darker piece, you use like white as a highlight. So the lighter colors in this piece were the highlight for this, And thankfully, I didn't start feeling honestly, didn't get uncomfortable until the very, very end, but uncomfortable is in like maybe a 5. Like it wasn't not feeling the way it was before. Like it wasn't nothing, and it wasn't just a subtle little rattle, but it was nowhere near what we were at when we first started, or when we were halfway, or like when we were doing. Because this bad boy took about probably 3 hours, I think, a good 3 hours. So it was a decent amount of time, which I expected it to be, because I knew it was going to be the color, and I knew it was going to be a pattern and like the area that it was in. But yeah, it was fuck. This to date, hands down, most painful tattoo. And even now, as like the healing process goes, and like tattoos go, like this is the only one that actually still hurts. And it's probably obviously because it's a high mobility area with my fold of my arm and everything going like that. But I didn't really feel that with this, which makes, I guess, more sense, because my whole shit didn't get blicked for this one. It was just like we had the circle and then everything around it. But this, dude, like even then, kind of opening and closing my arm kind of hurts. If like I don't have it as like lotioned up, or like the balm, whatever you want to call it, on it, then it definitely is kind of, it is more dry and it kind of hurts more. But yeah, so now we've officially blicked up both elbows, and I think it's cool because I didn't plan, after probably my 6th or 7th piece, I was just kind of flying by the seat of my pants and seeing other shit that I thought was cool. And like I think I talked about before, but Rao G420 on YouTube, shout out Rao G. He's got a panther and a wolf, like traditional climbing, whatever the fuck, but like that's on his forearms. That's what I first used to think of for my kitties on my legs. And then I saw this other girl that I follow on Instagram. I think I went to school with her or something like that back in the day, but she got a gnarly ass. Like I thought mine was crazy doing a Black Panther that's like this much of my leg. She got from like halfway down her fucking thigh down to almost her ankle is a big old Black Panther. So hers went even more crazy, but I saw hers, I was like, ooh, the Black Panther leg placement looks crazy. And I thought to myself, I got the tiger first. Yeah, I got the tiger first. And I was thinking to myself, like, I love the concept, and I don't really see that many people have the tiger. I see usually like the wolf, the panther, there's another one. So there's like usually other ones, and so to see the tiger, I was like, oh, that's fucking sick. So then I got the other kitty to balance it out. But yeah, most of the shit I haven't really planned out, but I'm at a point where I feel not only filled out, but I fucking love what I've done. And it's kind of funny that now I have like red and blue and like different kind of patterns, but I think it's sick. I love the way it looks, and it's funny because I think I talked about it before, but I'll always forget when it comes to new tattoos and like the placement on the body. If it's a high movement area or like something akin to that, I'll always forget. So like when I got my leg tattoos here for the first, like, I don't know, couple weeks, because I'm used to when I'm sitting, like when I'm taking a shit or something like that, I'm like on the edge of my bed, like I usually put my fucking elbows, like my forearms, on like my legs. So that took an adjustment period for a couple weeks, because I couldn't just fucking have my arm on my leg, my piece. So it's basically that again, where I keep forgetting that I have, well, not forgetting, but I have this dude who's in recovery mode on my right elbow. And like, fuck, I lean a lot. It's just, it also seems like a weird, I don't know if it's a me effect, or like when you notice a car, you see that kind of car everywhere thing. But for whatever fucking reason, it seems usually either before or after I get a new tattoo, that area becomes a high area of incidence. So like before I was getting my leg tattoos, my cat would just like scratch my leg in the place I'm in the future going to get the tattoo in like a week or two, or maybe almost scratch it like in the same place after. Or like with the elbow, I'm just fucking bumping my elbow into shit way more than I was bumping my elbow into shit before. And I'm like, why the fuck am I bumping my elbow so much now that I'm like have this dude and I'm walking around like trying to keep him under wraps, and I'm fucking blunk, 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 just throwing fucking bows everywhere all of a sudden. It's a goddamn conspiracy. But yeah, it was fun. So we got this piece on Wednesday, and then I'm gonna get We're going to fill out my arm here. We've already talked to Sarah about it. She had this really cool design where it's basically like a 3-faced king. It's hard to explain it, but it's like a king, dude, in like 3 different faces. But it's all, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. But I told her that looks really cool, and I don't know if it worked for the area. But she said that should be down, like maybe figure out something to do with it. Because I told her with this piece, I was like, yeah, I want to get something for June, end the tattooer halfway through the year. I feel like that would be a nice stopping point, just stopping the 6 months halfway through the year, whatever. Maybe get a piece later in the year, but ending the tattooer felt, like I said, I feel like I'm at a point now where I'm tattooed, I'm filled out. I like it. I like all my pieces. So, Gizmo, this fucking guy, he always barks his goddamn head off, but there's nothing ever. I guarantee there's nothing out there, and he's just acting like fucking. He's the big dog. He's got to fucking bark at everybody. But yeah, so I'm gonna fill out my arm right here. So my left arm will definitely be more fully filled out, and then we'll pause the tattooer for a little bit, and then we'll see where life goes. Maybe get like a Halloween piece, or I don't fucking know, Thanksgiving, fall, I don't know. We'll see. Most of this I haven't planned. I'd say like 85% of the tattooer I have not had planned. I had this dude planned, this dude planned, this dude planned, this guy. And yeah, that's about, yeah. And maybe like through planning this one and like this one. But a lot of the other ones, a lot of my legs. I mean, I knew, I guess, what? Well, Mom, they can probably see you. I mean, depending on the angle. Well, hi. Hi, not here.
Hi.
She's not here.
Hey.
She's not here right now. She did not see her.
Nope.
Oh, man.
Keep moving along.
Which reminds me, after this, can you help me take pictures outside of the piece?
Yeah.
Thank you. What time is it?
Time for us to start pirating.
3:18. Okay. Yeah.
Dawn wants to go to the Nevada Smith's because they're having a special sweetheart dinner, petite filet dinner for 2 for $38.
Okay. For $38. All right, that's cute. That's cute.
Hey, that's a bargain.
Yeah, fuck yeah, for 2 people and all that. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll be done soon.
All
right.
Peace out.
She said peace. But yeah, so we'll get something here, finish that dude, and then we'll put a pin in it for the tattooer, and then we'll just kind of see where that goes from here, pal. We'll just kind of see where that goes from here, okay, bud? But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. You should, as long as you're at least at the age of 18, I'd push it even older. Fuck. I'd say maybe don't start getting tattooed until you're in your 20s, because even being in my 20s getting pieces and getting tattooed, you're just in like different, obviously you grow and change and all that kind of bullshit. But like one of the biggest things I hear about people is that when they get tattooed young, by the time they're in their 30s or their 40s, that person or the ideals or whatever the fuck that they had back when they were getting those pieces done aren't the same at where they're at now, and they end up getting that shit like covered, or they end up like blacking out or whatever the fuck. So I'd say definitely everybody's different strokes for different folks, but I'm most definitely personally myself glad that I waited until the age I did, because fuck, even today I think all the time about the horrible fucking tattoos I would have had if I was fucking 16, 17, 18 and had the means or whatever way to get it. I would have shitty fucking prison tattoos. I would have just god awful fucking ideas that even now, fucking 8 years later, whatever, looking back, I'm thank fuck I did not get a watch with no face on it. Holy fuck. What was that? Why did I understand why I thought that was so hard? But no. And I've even seen a fucking watch tattoo in the wild. No. But hey, that's the reason why we make these rules to begin with. But I'm just advocating, pushing for, maybe even just a little bit older. Before, maybe just because you're 18, 19, 20, and you can get a piece, maybe not, maybe wait, maybe don't do, don't do anything that you see on social media that is like a cute fucking thing. That don't be doing that shit, Like obviously tattoos are mainstream and it's whatever, that's fun. But don't, I mean, fuck, there are a whole bunch of kids got like Z tattoos or whatever the fuck for like being Gen Z, and then that ended up being like the origins of that was like some Nazi bullshit or something like that. So like, just in general, don't follow trends. Don't be a trendsetter or trend follower. Be a trendsetter. But especially when it comes to something fucking permanent that you'll have to fucking look at. Fuck, dude. Just make sure you're happy with it. Like I gave the advice before, and I'll give it again. If you have an idea for something, think about that like every day for like 3 fucking months. And at the end of 90 days or beyond 90 days, and you're like, yeah, I still want to have fucking a unicorn, the fat fucking schlong right there. Then maybe, maybe you might want to do that. But there could be even myself. I've gone through phases like, fuck, I wanted to get a tarot card tattoo. I thought there was a certain tarot card that looked cool. But then talking to my sister about it, she's like, that's just kind of lame and posery. Like, you don't even really know what it means. And like, you just think it looks cool. And I'm like, I mean, you're kind of bars, bro. You're right. I'm like, yeah, it just kind of looks cool. But then like, it actually, means something and whatever the fuck, right? So just put time into it, think about it, It'll always be there. There will always be dope artists out there. There will always be people that will be willing to do stuff for you. So just find a good, reputable artist and make sure you know what you want to do. Or if you don't know what you want to do, that's okay. But just click up with a nice artist, a good, great artist like Sarah, like Katie, and let them, the professionals, kind of help you, guide you through, your tattoo experience. Because it'll obviously be different for everybody. But nobody wants to have something on their body for the rest of their life that they're going to regret. Or, which I would say is even worse, and I don't think I would even go this route, but fuck, having to do like lasering, like laser removal, or just straight up blackouts, or like tattooing over tattoo things like that's. I'm good. I've gone through the pain of getting these dudes the first fucking time. Other than like touch ups or whatever the fuck, like down the road, I'm good. I'm good with the first layer. I think I did some shit that I'm gonna stick with for a while. You know what I'm saying? I think I picked some shit I'm gonna stick with for a while. Don't really feel the need to blast over it or fucking get rid of it or anything like that. Like I love my legs. Fucking my legs, I think fucking sick. Yeah, as always with all things, just be responsible, have fun with it, and don't take too much seriousness and too much, like, yeah, it is kind of a big deal, but at the same time it can be whimsical, fly by the seat of your pants, fucking got it here at this thing, whatever the fuck. Those are okay too. They don't always have to be the most meaningful, the most lyrical, spiritual miracle that's ever existed. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be something that's so significant. It can just be something that you like, or something that looks cool or cute, or it could be matching with somebody, or an interlocking thing with somebody. I think that's the beauty of tattoos, is that it's art and it's another form of expression. So don't feel afraid to express yourself, or afraid that you won't be able to find an avenue to express yourself, because I guarantee you there's plenty of people out there that will be able to help you express the way you want to express yourself and make you feel like the ultimate version of yourself. So get tattoos, dye your hair, get some crazy piercings. Like, let's have fun with this shit. Because we're like the only time period right now where people can do this shit with minimal. I mean, sure, assholes will still be judging, but I mean, fuck, the pictures I love it. I have a couple stored on my phone, but there's pictures of like tatted women like 100 years ago, 80 plus years ago, like fucking sleeved up, like tatted fucking women. That shit's fucking hard. Those ladies were actually doing something when it meant something, because that's when it was crazy. I'm just some fucking asshole just getting shit done for the fuck of it. But those ladies, like, there was intent behind that. There was a lot of meaning. There was a lot of fuck you behind that. I rock with that shit. But yeah, we're at a time and age now where fucking everybody's got shit. I think it's like over 30% or maybe half. Some crazy percentage of people like have at least one tattoo. I think it's like at least 50% have one tattoo, or like 40 some percent have one tattoo, and like 30-some% have more than one tattoo. It's like, they'll get fucking tatted. There's plenty of people out there. There's new people tattooing right now that we don't even know of. They're fucking gonna blow up. They're gonna be great. Go tap into those people. It could be your friend. It could be your uncle. It could be your fucking neighbor. Go tap into it, people. But before we hop out of here, I know Ma said she wants a pirate. We got to read some philosophy, all right? We didn't do some circle time reading last week because obviously we had all of our beautiful guests on. So it'd be kind of weird to just be reading a book with 3 people standing next to you or 2 people standing next to you. So we forewent the circle time reading last week, but we got it this week. Of course, busting back into Epictetus and the discourses and selected writings. If I remember correctly, I believe it was his homeboy that like wrote down all this shit, and everyone's like, "Yep, that's bars. That's valid. That's the way he said it." So we're pretty much getting it from the horse's mouth. But isn't that? I think that's what I said before. Isn't that the cool thing about like knowledge? And I guess maybe that is why knowledge is power. But like somebody speaking something, orating like how I am right now, and like I have this device. Damn, they'd be shitting their pants, dude. The philosophers, if they had a camera they could yap to talk about shit, oh my god. Oh my god, can you imagine Epictetus's or Plato's or all those guys' fucking YouTube channels? That would be gripless, bro. They'd have fucking hours. They'd probably do streams like how I do streams, just fucking 6-hour, 8-hour, 10-hour fucking lectures on the philosophy of being and what is not life. And oh, that would be mad fucking funny. But yeah, instead of having this where it's the student is you guys being sitting down, having already captured and orated it and dictated to you, somebody sat there with like in the class, so to speak, and was writing everything down and put all that shit together, and then that passed down and he gave that to them, and then. And now this asshole in the 21st century is reading the same shit that some dude fucking 2,000 years ago said. That's crazy. I don't know if y'all motherfuckers 2,000 years from now will be able to see this shit, but what's up? Greetings from planet Earth. See, y'all don't know what that means, but in the 2000s, they know what that means. And like what, 22 fucking hundred, they know what that means. Yes, they do. They know what that means. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna bust in some water. So we got a little sippy poo. It's a Red's Wicked. I thought this was like a Angry Orchard, but then I was reading the description as I was taking it out of the fridge, and it said it was a lager or an ale with like apple flavoring. So this either might be really good or really fucking bad. I got it because it's 8%, so we'll see. I thought it was a hard cider, but I think it might be an apple flavored beer. So we'll see right now how good or bad this tastes. Oh, that was a crispy, crunchy crack. Cheers, everybody. I hope you all sipping with me, ripping with me, tripping with me. To all my sober soldiers out there, I salute y'all. This one's for you. Oh, no. No. That's like apple juice. Oh, that's evil. Oh, that's evil. Oh, that's evil. That's not even like carbonated either. That straight up just tastes like apple juice. That straight up tastes like fucking apple juice. Oh my god, this is 8%. Oh my god. Nah, new demon just entered the chat. Are you fucking kidding me? 8% apple juice? Fuck. And for those of you out there wondering, like, what the fuck? Why are you yapping about 8%? Who gives a fuck? It's like 2 beers. That is the equivalent of like 2 beers. So this tall 24 ounce, right? So a typical beer is a 12 ounce. So this is 2 beers with double the beer. This is 4 beers essentially. One of these is 4 fucking beers. But it tastes like apple juice. So imagine drinking an apple juice that got you as crunk as drinking 4 fucking beers. Fuck. This is gonna get me. Yep. Fuck, that is so good. That is so refreshing. That just tastes like somebody squeezing a fucking apple in my mouth right now. Oh my god. That is delicious. Okay, fuck. I don't remember where we were. We're on this page somewhere. We'll just start here, cause I'm pretty sure. Or no, fine. We'll start reading this sentence here. Well, all right. We'll start here. That Epaphroditus allowed Epictetus considerable freedom of movement and association is implied by his attendance at the lectures of Musonius Rufus. Tacitus, a contemporary Roman historian, 56 AD to 117 AD, describes Musonius as the foremost Stoic of his day. We are fortunate that a sample of his lectures was included in an anthology of morally edifying readings, known as the Suda, which still survives, and withdrew to the peace and quiet of family life, under conditions imposed by old age. That is, he became a parent by adopting rather than fathering a child, and took into his home a female servant to serve as a kind of surrogate mother to the child, and domestic servant for himself. That he had absented himself from family life for so long shows that he regarded philosophy as a jealous mistress who demanded practically all his time and attention, which family life would not allow. That this renunciation of family life represented a real sacrifice is suggested by the fact that he took to it immediately upon retiring. He evidently thought he had earned the comforts of home after devoting most of his life to improving the lives of others, the successive generations of students who had passed through his school. We have no more news of Epictetus beyond this. After creating this version of a family, he was evidently content to settle into and live out the balance of his years in obscurity. Damn, I remember that. Yeah. So homie just fucking adopts a chick, adopts a kid, gets some chick, and is like, alright, this is my family. Family. Epictetus as an exponent of Stoicism. Stoicism was founded in the 3rd century BC by Zeno of Citium. Cleanthes succeeded him as the head of the school, but it was Cleanthes' successor, Chrysippus, who contributed most to the development of Stoic doctrine and deserves most of the credit for what Stoicism eventually became, the dominant philosophy of the post-classical era. Tacitus furnishes a neat summary of the core principles of Stoic ethics as they were taught in Rome at the time. Whether human affairs are directed by fate's unalterable necessity or by chance is a question. The wisest of philosophers disagree on this point. Epicureans insist that heaven is unconcerned with our birth and death, is unconcerned in fact with human beings generally, with the result that good people often suffer while wicked people thrive. The Stoics disagree, maintaining that although things happen according to fate, this depends not on the movement of the planets, but on the principles and logic of natural causality. This school concedes to us the freedom to choose our own lives. Once the choice is made, however, the Stoics warn that the subsequent sequence of events cannot be altered. With regard to practical matters, they maintain that popular ideas of good and bad are wrong. Many people who appear to be in dire circumstances are actually happy provided they deal with their situation bravely. Others, regardless of how many possessions they have, are miserable, and because they do not know how to use the gifts of fortune wisely. The Stoic school leaves us free to choose our own lives. Confidence in this capacity is a key postulate of the discourses. Choice is one meaning of prohairesis, a term that among Stoics is practically unique to Epictetus. According to him, the faculty of choice distinguishes humans from irrational animals.
We can make considered choices among impressions or appearances, meaning anything that comes within range of our senses, together with whatever thoughts and feelings these sensations evoke. While all animals are subject to impressions, those of humans differ by virtue of the fact that we possess the power of language and reason, both faculties expressed by the single word, logos. Human impressions have propositional content. That is, our minds automatically frame them as a statement, such as, that is a good thing to have, or this is the right thing to do. They also involve an intermediate step. The impression requires our assent before it generates the impulse to act on it. Drawing on this orthodox Stoic account of human psychology, Epictetus makes 2 points with an emphasis distinctly his own. One, that rational animals can hold off acting on impressions until they are scrutinized and assessed. And 2, if they are judged unreasonable, i.e. irrational or merely impractical, we can and should withhold our assent from them. The gods have given us the best and most efficacious gift, he writes, the ability to make good use of impressions. And don't let the force of an impression, when it first hits you, knock you off your feet. Just say to it, hold on a moment. Let me see who you are and what you represent. Let me put you to the test. These functions of mind define the sphere of choice, prohairesis. The upshot being that it is, quote, up to us how we act, and that we are responsible for determining the character and content of our lives. Compared to Epicureanism, which after its founder's death was a closed system whose doctrines were literally engraved in stone, in the form of a lengthy inscription in Lycia, composed by one Diogenes of Oenoanda, Stoicism throughout its long history remained a work in progress. It was not considered bad form for one Stoic to criticize another, or grounds for questioning whether one deserved to be considered Stoic at all. Stoics who parted company with Chrysippus on a fundamental point of doctrine used to be called unorthodox. Who is Klein? Okay. The function, yeah. The upshot being this, yeah, okay. Stoics who parted company with Chrysippus on a fundamental point of doctrine used to be called unorthodox, but this is a judgment of modern scholars, not one we find the Stoics themselves making. Indeed, the Stoics' openness to revision was a particular strength of their school. In Epictetus, you find not only fellow Stoics cited with approval, Plato is praised, Diogenes the Cynic is several times eulogized at length, but Socrates stalks these pages as the philosopher with the greatest moral authority of all. Now, it is true that Socrates was a figure universally admired. Not only the Stoics, but Cynics, Skeptics, and Epicureans recognized him as their foundational figure and did their best to show that their views were consistent or even identical with those Socrates supposedly held. Everyone, it seems, wanted a piece of him, and to that degree that these rival systems of thought succeeded in presenting themselves as Socratic in inspiration, their reputation with the public was enhanced. In no other Stoic, however, and no other writer from any other various schools of philosophy, does Socrates figure more prominently than in Epictetus. He featured as a philosophical saint and martyr, a model for the Stoic senators named in the first 2 discourses, who died for their principled opposition to Nero and Domitian. And so far as his teaching is concerned, he is cited in support of key tenets of Stoic morality, that no one does wrong willingly, that harming another hurts the offender rather than the injured party, that material goods can do as much harm as good, and should therefore be classified as value neutral, and so forth. The prominent role allotted to Socrates is the part of a broader ecumenical program, however. Let's see. Oh my god, it's 3:45. Alright, yep, throwing in the towel. We're gonna put a pause on it there, pal. I appreciate y'all for being tapped in. If y'all made it to this point, comment apple juice or maybe like a little apple emoji so I know that you're a real one. But yeah, make sure you guys check out the Discord. And I appreciate you all for tapping in. I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.